Okay, people, I'm getting into the trenches. Can you see that? Technically, I should go down at least another six more inches. Now, it is still August 5th, 2020. Okay. I just finished uploading a video that I found to be very disturbing. Anyway, I'm out here till dark now, right, by myself working. Last time I did this, I was good for 2 days, and then for 2 days after that, I was very, very weak. But now I'm back at it, so I figured today, tomorrow, and then I'll need anywhere from 2 to 4 days to recuperate to do this again. Because don't forget, I'm lifting up this dirt and carrying it and putting it in different spots in the yard, right? Okay, so here's what's happening. I'm going to work till dark, uninterrupted. I've gone down. Now, the high point, let's see, I'll show you. Why do you keep that? My landlady says. Well, because initially, I was going to use this, people, on the hen house area, or whatever, just because I don't have money, right? So I was going to use it for ceiling, to try and provide a little light, but keep the rain out kind of thing. But I think in this situation, this might be better, because as you can see, do you see? This is what I'm up against. Roots. That's why I should go down technically another 2 more inches, but I only have to take it from the wall, right? And then what's going to happen is, well, actually this is the right height now, because I'm leveling this. Because don't forget, I'm going to dig this pipe in, right? I'm building in at least that much of a drainage, right? From that end to that end. And I'm making it pretty much level to the cement walkway that I already have, right? And I'm taking it from that point, basically from the end of that. Really, I should go all the way down, right? But whatever. I mean, it's a never-ending battle. I always told my landlady, too, people, I said, if it doesn't work out, we can always just fill it up with dirt, right? Make it into a garden, but for now, this is a nifty little project. But I'm telling you, don't ever underestimate thinking that putting in it doesn't matter if it's a small pond or a big pond. In your mind, you're thinking, oh, it won't take me very long. It's just a little bit of dirt. Well, I'll tell you, that dirt sure freaking piles up, and it gets heavy. Okay? And it's not that easy. But after you're done, it's nice. So, I tell Andre, like when Nana's gone, when Nana dies, right? You're going to remember what to do. Because he's out here playing, right? Like he was excited to break some more bricks for me, right? It was cloudy today, so I was afraid to do brickwork. Anyway, I got to get on with this so you can see what I'm doing. So I will be back. And then, of course, as I do this, though, you can see how deep I'm going down, right? See, I'm going to make it flush. Once I get this in and a border, remember I told you I was going to do a 2-foot platform here because I need at least a foot to dig this in and make a trench with the drainage rocks, right? Oh my God, if the city was to come right now, man, I'd be like, hold on, you gotta give me some time. My son says he's busy. I mean, he is. This is not his project, this is mine. I might even have to do the lining by myself. I did a little bit of this though, right? And for now, as you can see, I'm just piling the dirt, which isn't really good dirt, but it's good to see how I'm just piling it on, right? We got some algae growing in here. Now, when this one gets in, I'm going to have to get some plants. And when I get some plants, I'll put plants in there. But it's going to look nice, people, when it's done, especially in the summer, right? And this here, what I can do, I can take a crawling vine, which I have over there, just put it in between the cracks, and it will cover up this whole thing within a couple of years, and it will provide shade for the pond, right? It will be so nice. So hold on. Okay. So anyway, I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't. So I took those several sheets, or just whatever I got, okay? And I double layered them, triple layered them, whatever. I just spread them out between there. You can see I put plastic on first. Whew. This is where I'm going to build in a little bit of drainage, at least that much. Now, I bring these, just like I said, I'm using up just miscellaneous, whatever. I'm building that shelf, right? So I'll push that up against there. And then what I'm going to do is this is going to come up maybe another, oh God. Because you want to make it child safe too, right? So what you see there is ending up going to be a ledge. So that, let's just say worst case scenario, a child fell in, there would be a ledge there. Because that will be all under the water. So that will come up about 6 or 7 or 8 inches, maybe 12, it depends. That's about 2 feet now. So at least halfway, right? And then as that happens, the centerpiece just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, right? Okay? That's what happens. But you have to have it a little child safe, right? So you have to kind of build in a a shelf. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Only I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So we've got it down 3 feet. Well, yeah, about 3 feet. Right? You can see 1, 2, 3. Curled it over. I put another one on this side. Right, and then what we're going to do is use this miscellaneous whatever. I'm just going to bring it up a bit and it's going to rest. Right? And then that gives me, I use some of that green stuff, I line it off, and then it gives me that height that I need to level this off. Right? Dig in my trench, and then I can cover it up with either slabs of cement or rocks or whatever, right? Okay, so in the meantime, this is where I'm working right now, like the good old days. Okay, it's getting rough out here. I just dropped the camera right in smack in the middle of the dirt. So I've decided to take this thing and put it on the inside. And then I got a piece, either that one or that one, that will go right in here, and then that part will be done, and I'll level it out in here a bit. Right? I'm just pretty much eyeballing it. Okay? Yeah, hold on. And to think that this is a light video. Like, as in, like, you know, light subject. The thing about this kind of stuff, you can't be afraid to get dirty. Nope. So I kind of have a method to my madness here. As I'm needing to fill up this now, because I took a whole bunch over there, I'm getting an opportunity to start chiseling out this part without having to remove the dirt. Right? And I'm already starting to build in a shelf. I need some tape, but I don't want to run inside just yet. Tape up this plastic because it keeps kind of flopping around. Like I said, I don't really know what I'm doing, but oh, I'm doing. Just wanted to say though, you know, you can't be afraid to get dirty. I'll show you in a minute. It'll be worth it in the end, people. To be able to send the grandkids, all three of them, Amari is actually very aware, right? Once he realizes there's fish in his pond, boy, he'll be just as happy as everybody else, right? To feed them. And because I'm making it a little bigger, right? Hopefully the raccoons won't get to them, or the cats, or the skunks, or the larks. Oh boy, there's a big ass rock in there. I'll show you. Okay, you see, it's a little more than 3 feet, but by the time I dig in that, it still gives me a big pond area, right? You know, it will be, because the shelf doesn't have to be that much, only 4 or 5 inches, just enough, right? Because this is going to go down deeper, and as it goes down deeper, this here will be the center, the deepest of the deep. So we'll probably go down just in this little area, well, at least another foot, maybe 2, 1.5 feet, right? And then when I'm ready, after it's all sculpted out, you just take a utility knife and you cut it, and all this beautiful sand is going to spill out, and then you just push it, right? Then you lay your felt, and I've got 2 felts to lay, and then your rubber, and you've got everything. Yeah. Okay. Now it doesn't seem like much, but you see, the thing about rocks is they're what puts vitamins and minerals and like zinc and copper and magnesium and all that stuff into the ground. That's where that stuff comes from, is it rocks, right? And there are people in the world that have land but don't have rocks and could only dream to have them to enrich their soils, right? Because they're turning into deserts. Everything's going to sand, right? So, you know, I don't see this as a bad thing, although it's cumbersome, right? I mean, but it's been, the last 10 years, it hasn't been that bad, people. I mean, it has, don't get me wrong. It doesn't help with the city fucking harassing me, right? But, you know, just give me a little time, and I'm hoping to have this in the next couple of weeks, right? And then I can get on to other things. So anyway, I'm just, you know, I like to kind of imagine what I'm doing here. So now I'm just going to start leveling it off a little bit anyway, up to here. And then I'm going to use what's in here, right? And I'm going to start digging out my trench now, okay? You know, and getting it ready for that. So I got to take out all this stuff. You know, just, do you see what I'm doing? Right? Because I think it's going to look nice when it's done. Okay, dusty camera today. So this is not working out the way exactly the way I want it. But that's okay. Just sleep on it. So anyway, what's happening here is this is falling forward because I don't have something really sturdy. I tried to put something in there, but it's not very thick. It's only about 4 inches. So I gave up on that for now, right? Because as you can see, it's more than 2 feet now, right? We're pushing 3, going into 3.5. The more this falls, but it's nothing that can't be corrected, okay? So I've decided to tackle it from this end. Now, I don't know, something was digging in here and dug out a whole bunch of shit, and then this brick fell. You can see it's cracked, and then because, you know, I'm under stress, I threw out the mold because I made those bricks, right? So it's not like I can make another brick right now, not that I want to, but actually it works in my favor because I'm a little short on dirt underneath, or gravel. Gravel, actually. I should be using gravel. So I can just simply, once I get this in, however I want it in, this stuff, I can just simply lift up one of those broken pieces, throw in a few handfuls of gravel, spread it around, stuff it underneath, right, so that when you walk on it, it settles, and it's good to go. And then if and when I ever want to change that brick, I can do that another day. So in the meantime, you can see what I'm doing. I'm bordering it off. Instead of attempting to do it this way, I'm starting to go this way. So, you know, just, you can only do so much, right? I mean, obviously you can see what's happening here. It's not exactly what I wanted, but I'm not in the mood to start pulling everything out, although I probably should. At least a little bit, and then, you know, put it in snug. And then I think this will bend a bit. This is pretty much all I have, and then one little piece. And then I've got that black stuff yet. Oops, sorry. Right. And I'm putting a bit of a board against it just to hold it in place. And then eventually the dirt will come level to it. Right, so I'm going to bring a bunch of dirt this way as I dig out my trench, and that will just push that. Oh, sorry, where am I? That will just push that way. It will hold it into place. And then, after that's all figured out, then, you know, I'll have my trench, right? I'm already thinking what I'm going to line it with and how I should do it. And I can always go out of my way, dig out a bit more dirt, push it, just push it back, and then figure out another method around this. Because in itself, I mean, I can still chisel out quite a bit in here. You can see, right? I can still go. This will be a much bigger pond than what's over there, that's for sure. Okay, so you can see here in daylight. Obviously, this is a problem, but it can be fixed. And as you can see, once I pull it back, oh, I don't know, 6 to 8 inches, technically a foot would be better, but I'd have to, anyway. This pond is still going to be quite big. And I can still chisel out a little bit in there. Right, and here it's going to be more on a slope. Right, I don't know. But I'm losing my stuff out here, people. Like, my tools are going missing. I'm looking for my little hand shovels. I can't find them. Right. Stupid shit like that, right? Oh, I'm stiff from yesterday. But I'm going to have a good day. Anyway, I come out and somebody just drives off. Do you see this beautiful tree here? I don't know what it is about this corner, but they really like it here. Anyway, we know that I'm giving away some trees, right? 3 are going to Kitimat. I think I found them. They're in a pot. They're a nice size. So they're ready to go. I just have to pull them up, put them in a bag, and ship them off right away ASAP. When that happens, it has to get there like within 2 days, right? So I'm working on it. Okay, so in the meantime, I have another neighbor out here, right? That last year, Andre and I, we gave her some, what do you call it? We gave her a walnut tree, and then I told her I was going to come back, and I don't remember if I gave her an English walnut or a black walnut. Anyway, I told her I was going to come back and give her the other one, right? I think it was supposed to be a black walnut that I was going to give her. And I was going to give her some nuts. Well, it never happened. So anyway, this year, right, because she's out in her yard and she really does a good job with her. All her yard is just in the back. It's like a winter wonderland that's like in full bloom in the summertime in terms of like a fantasy garden. Oh, it's so nice. She does a really good job. So anyway, this tree here is just gone nuts. Can you see it? It's like completely gone nuts. It's just, look how big and lush and beautiful it is. Like it loves it in this corner, but she's really good with plants, so I'm going to give her this tree. All right, and this one is a black walnut. This one's a black walnut, people. And then Andre wants to give her a little one that he can carry in a pot, so we'll find one there. This one is an English walnut. I have 2 different kinds. I have the one with the big nut and then the one with the little nut. I think these ones, but look how lush this is. Like, you can't get any more lush. They don't like it in the back and under the blaring sun. I guess they're just too young. Like, look at this. This is another, I'm pretty sure this is a black walnut, this one. Right? I'm like, it's amazing what it's doing in here. And then we've got this one. You see, this one. So Andre can carry it. He's going to carry her one small one. And then I'll probably give her another one that she can give to the neighbor next to her across the road, because they live up against the ravine. So if they put one in the back, there's a good probability it might be safe in terms of not being dug up, because it's going to be next to the ravine, but hard to say. Do you see that morning glory? It just never quits. I pulled it out here, but look how it's spreading out over there. And it's spreading out in there. And you see, here's another one. Right. This is another black walnut. Right. I have too many. And this one here is a black walnut. Right. So maybe I'll give her this one. This one, because I'm going to take some of the ones from the back and bring them back out here in the front and put them in here, since they do so well, right? So, right. And she's got lots of trees. She's really good with plants, so. But this one here, she'll really like this one. This is a nice one. Good boy, Amari. You're doing a good job, Amari.
Not making a mess too.
And he's not making a mess. You're absolutely right. Okay, so basically we got 2 black walnut, 2 English walnut, and then I'm going to give her this. This is white oak. This is the city of Surrey in the province of British Columbia, Canada, and their so-called politicians are killing off the indigenous trees and making them extinct. Now these ones are really, really healthy. For whatever reason, they love that corner over there. So I'm going to take some other ones from the back that aren't as happy and put them over there. And then I still may give her a couple of those ones. We'll see. So anyway, they're going to their new home now. Okay. So that's about, I don't know. By the time I'm done, it'll be 12 to 18 inches deep. And then take that out. Just going to run some of that in there. Get up in there, get the clean rocks. Put some on the bottom. Lay that down with the holes facing down, so when the water rises, it goes up into the pipe. Now, mind you, there isn't really anywhere for it to go. It's just to absorb a bit of water in case it starts to overflow. It's just to help, right? Hold on. I remember I washed those rocks many, many years ago. Yep. They've been sitting in that bucket, I don't know, for a long time, people. And they're still clean. So I'm happy about that. Now you take your pipe and make sure your holes are facing down. Right. Oh my God, I'm so pretty. right? And then these ones in here. And different ones. I washed them all. And these ones are smaller. I'll use those ones with a bit of these ones around it and on top. See? Now, fold it over. Fold it over. Right, and then just start filling up. We'll take all this, start pushing it back. Okay. So we know what's underneath, right? So you can see, right? Now we'll take this board, this one right here, lay it this way, and then probably hammer that thing into the board so it stays. This is just to help keep the roots from passing through, and it just stabilizes the shelf, right? Okay. So I just sledgehammer it in just a little bit. Now I'll take this dirt and I'll start bringing it up in there and making it level. Alright, and then this, that's that plastic. Right. I will probably just take a few nails, small ones with wide heads, and just tack it on. Right, in a few places. Because you have to remember the felt and the rubber lining is going over this yet. Okay, so I did say about 2 feet. That is 2 feet, people. Spot on. And as you can see, it's still going to be a pretty big pond, and I can still go out in here yet. And this shelf will be rocks, some of that brick going, and I can put plants to fill it out a little bit, right? These ones grow. I can put fern or whatever. Now I'll get into here. Yeah, and look what my neighbor gave me. Apparently I can run lights up in there. So that's what I'm going to do. And now, since I'm going through stuff around the yard, maybe I can find something like this to make fur with Andre, right? Because I have miscellaneous things, eh? So anyway, she's going to plant the trees actually into the ground. And, yeah, that's great. So all in all, it worked out pretty good. And then you can see what I'm doing here. I had to fix that one.